Welcome to Local Life and Listings, where we talk life and community here in beautiful San Juan County. We are proud Coldwell Banker Realtors, and each week we'll dive into real stories of living well, buying smart, and building strong roots right here in the Four Corners. From local business spotlights to real estate insights and shaping our community, this is your space to learn, laugh, and live well with Coldwell. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's start the conversation. Welcome everyone to episode 5. As always, we are talking about some local features and some real estate insights. This week we are diving into contingencies, so that's going to be interesting. And Mother's Day and Memorial Day are quickly approaching us, so that means lots of summer fun and events.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Dependable, Maytag, and Discount Appliance, and Flora. They are some locally owned spots here in Farmington, and we really want you to check them out.
When you go to list, you just want to make sure your appliances are functioning properly, they're working, they're not leaking like a dishwasher. And sometimes buyers just want to update the appliances after they purchase. So we have some great appliance companies that you can check out, Scratch and Dent, and then also new appliances.
Well, that leads us back to Discount Appliance and Quality Maytag. On both are on 20th. Actually, Discount Appliance is next to our office at we're at 802.
Yeah.
20th. I always say 802 or 820, and then I'm like 802, 820.
Right next to Walgreens. That's what I always say.
Right next, yep. Right next to us. And Dependable Maytag carries Maytag, Whirlpool, Speed Queen, all the brands. And so their discount also will carry the same brands. They sometimes will have Scratch and Dent. You can pick up some things that are just dented on the side. They're still brand new. Mm-hmm. They're great to throw in a rental or even a brand new house. Or
I was going to say, that's where we get all our appliances, because some of it's like a tiny little scratch at the bottom, and I'm like,
yes. They're great.
No big deal.
Yeah, they're great. Yes. And Dependable Maytag is also great about hauling away your old appliances. If you're replacing your appliances, they'll come in and take away the old stuff.
And that makes it pretty seamless. That way you don't have to worry about it.
They service all of their appliances. That's important stuff that you can't get at some of the big box stores.
Mm-hmm. And Dave and Brad Schroeder, they're amazing. They will take care of you.
Yes.
And answer any questions you may have. We hope to have Brad on the show a little later, so stay tuned for that, hopefully.
Yeah, awesome. So just some tips on appliance, care and where you can buy locally. And then we're going to dive into contingencies, because we have been seeing a lot of that. I don't know if you guys have ran into it, but I've been working with several buyers and sellers, and it's like one after another contingency. So I really want to break down just how they work, not only from a buyer side, but sellers, you need to know what to look for if you get an offer with a contingency. So what have you guys ran into any lately?
My very first deal it was contingent upon my buyer selling their property. Mm-hmm. And then that deal fell through, but we found something better.
Yeah.
But recently, no. But I've heard of, either a lot of people asking for closing costs or contingent upon XYZ.
I was going to say there's very different contingencies. There's title contingency, inspection contingency,
sewer,
financing contingency, septic. So there's a wide range of contingencies. It's all pretty much to cover buyer, which is anything going into the contract. You can look over it. You have a specific window period to be able to get all your contingencies covered. You're just doing your due diligence. And so inspection contingency, septic, just depending on whatever house you get.
All the different types. But when you're doing like a sale contingency, so a lot of people don't know, like if you're a buyer and you don't have your current home listed, you can still make an offer on a property. Mm-hmm. So usually you would put in, I'm going to list my house within X days, but you really need to understand the ins and outs, because if the seller accepts your offer, then you're probably going to be under contract first right of refusal.
And you have to go by your deadlines. So those deadlines will be listed on the purchase agreement, and you need to make sure your realtor is sticking to those deadlines and getting your house listed and ready, and you're sticking to your deadlines for all of your contingencies and inspections.
I agree. And speaking of deadlines, do you feel like everybody abides by those, or are we just like the only sticklers? Because I feel like sometimes I'm like, hey, we have this that's due tomorrow. Do you have that? You know what I mean? And then sometimes I feel kind of like
I think some are
I'm
better
nagging,
than
and I'm
others.
just like,
I say cover your own.
Yes.
Your own butt. I mean, I'm the same way. I'm like, it's literally 2 days till we need this, and I still don't have it. I'm very, very by the contract. I even send my clients all the deadlines because I'm like, these are very, very important to make or break.
thanks.
And if you're not,
It's a legally binding document, and you know, if it comes down to like one thing or another, and the buyer seller, you know, back and forth or whatever, that missing a deadline could put your buyer or seller at detriment. So it's, I think it's very important.
It's very important.
Very, very important.
Yeah.
So when you have a buyer sell contingency, how are you coaching your buyers on selling their home at the same time?
I think you should have probably had that conversation before you ever looked at houses. Like, what's our plan? Are you ready to go? Are you decluttering? Are you packing up your things? When are you going to be ready to go? Because it is go time. Once you start making offers with contingencies, you better
the timeline is super important because you're going to put in a longer closing date to accommodate for some of that time it's going to maybe sell or take you to sell your own property. Right. But the prep work that goes into that, and then making sure you're strategic. Like, if you put a 45-day close, you have probably roughly 2 weeks to get your house under contract.
Yeah.
And really you're in that first right of refusal period until you go pending on your house.
Right.
So somebody else can come in and potentially make an offer. And if you can't satisfy that, you could lose that house and that opportunity to purchase that home. So,
and I feel like it's important to have that conversation.
Yeah.
So whenever I had one, my buyers, they had a property in Las Cruces, and it was contingent upon that property going into the MLS, getting it, under contract. Mm-hmm. And so whenever they had come to me, it wasn't even listed yet. And so, I mean, thank God it was listed. It went under. And I just, you ask them the hard questions. Like, do you think, how's the market over there? Do you think it's going to go under contract right away? And they had no doubt in their mind. They're like, oh yeah, it's going to go under right away. And it did. It didn't even
think
last.
It's our job to kind of vet, especially sometimes they may be listing with us and they're also buying with us, or it's all here in-house locally, San Juan County, but sometimes they're out of state, and so it's really, we need to be communicating with the other realtor.
Absolutely.
Making sure everybody is coordinating to make this go seamlessly, because there's just a little more risk. And then your offer, if you're competing, if there's other buyers, you may not have as strong of an offer if you are contingent. Yeah. So you need to really discuss how you can stand out and other things you can do to potentially win that property.
And you hit the nail on the head. Like, whenever the realtors come together as realtors, it makes it so much more easy, and it's just runs so much more smooth when we're all on the same page and everybody's just trying to get to closing table. But whenever you don't communicate, it makes it so much harder.
Yeah, I feel like the communication part is definitely the biggest stronghold in our field. I feel like if the other realtors just ghosting you, it's like, okay, well, we all have one goal. Are you doing what's in the best interest of your client right now? Probably not. Like, we are all just trying to make our clients happy and get them to one of the biggest purchases of their life. Yeah. So, I mean,
I have a serious question. Are you guys callers or texters?
Both.
Oh,
callers.
I'm both.
Both. Yeah.
I feel like I'm a caller.
On what it's about.
Because I'm like, just get it over with. I need an answer now. And then on my voicemail, I'll be like, call me or text me, whatever is easier for you. And then I get a feel for what the other person is. But I'm always like, I'm either driving or Robbie's doing something. So I'm just like.
Yeah. Calling, texting, I think, like you said, you get a feel for your client and just how they want to be communicated with. But some things just require a call. Like, let's. Oh, yeah. Because there can be, I don't know, some people get texting out of context, or tone
lost in translation. Totally. I do prefer to pick up the phone and call another realtor.
Same.
That's
what I was referencing to is like other realtors. I'm just like,
clients too. I'm on the phone with my clients literally every other day, probably. They're probably like, okay, Danielle, that's probably enough. But I just want everything to be clear and
no surprises.
Yeah, no surprises at all. So
what do you guys think, like, total other side on sellers. How do you work with your sellers when they receive a contingent offer?
I mean, I think I always say that's the second negotiation. That's an important one. And I think that both sides need to be handled with care. I always try to say one goal. That one probably creates the most emotion and anxiety for
I agree.
realtors and buyers and sellers. So I think it should be handled with care, honesty, all of our broker duties that we know how to do. Some are definitely better than others. Give us an opportunity though. Like, give me an objection.
Yeah.
Give me some objections. Tell us what it's going to take to get to the closing table. Don't shy away after an inspection. You know, that's just a starting point, and let's everybody get cohesive and come together to get to the closing table. So I just think that I always tell the sellers, like, this is what they're supposed to be doing. This is what you'll be doing when you go to buy another house.
Exactly.
This is what we're supposed to be doing.
You as a buyer, put yourself in their shoes. You're going to
Exactly.
be investigating
That's exactly
as
what
well.
I tell my-
And inspection contingencies are normal.
sellers.
We see them like 95% of the time. You have that time
It's
frame.
very few and far between where people just waive that right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's your duty to make sure you are fully doing all your due diligence to make sure this is the home that you are wanting.
Absolutely. And I've had some sellers that have done some pre-inspections lately.
I love that.
Even with that, we just wanted to be transparent. Here's the condition of the property, less of a chance of, falling out because we're just giving it all to them up front. Even then, though, our offers, we're not getting, written in. We're satisfied with that inspection.
Oh, yeah.
They still have the opportunity to do their own inspection if they choose, or accept the one that we have, or off the inspection we provided, they can ask for certain repairs, and they can just put it in, with the offer initially.
Yeah. I think it would be a very, disservice if we were coaching our clients to, just accept that.
Yeah.
Just accept that inspection. Like, there's other things that different people are not going to see.
It gives you some valuable insights.
It does, and it'll save you a lot of money in the long run. And you know what I mean? It just kind of gets you, it lets you be more informed of kind of situation you're walking into. No surprises,
absolutely.
With the
And
big
to
things.
know what kind of money you may need to put in over time, maintenance, preventative maintenance, in the next year, next 5 years, 10 years, stuff like that.
Yeah.
On, sale contingencies, we're going to circle back to that. When sellers get those, what I've been doing, I want to request a copy of that purchase agreement.
Yep.
So, or, is it listed? I'm calling that realtor in Las Cruces in Texas. How long has it been on the market? How do you feel about the condition? Like, how quickly do you think it's going to sell if it's not listed? Like, you need to gather as much information for your client as possible. That way you have a good idea. Okay, this is like a good situation. It sounds like it will sell quickly. We can probably close, and then you're just checking in, weekly, daily, whatever.
I feel like it's all about coaching your client to the best of your knowledge from that market as well, because if they're going into it scared, I mean, that's going to be a disservice. I do coach when we do get some of those contingencies. I do coach my seller, like, you can always take a backup offer.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, there's already, like, you are able to take it. We already know that we're going into this with some risk. So we can always accept that backup offer. And I think a lot of buyers as well, when they're looking at houses on the MLS, they're like, well, it says it's under contract, but first right of refusal. And I'm like, if you like the house, let's still put in an offer on it. Let's be more proactive. And so I feel like just a lot of people in general don't really get the buyer sell contingency. It's not that the house is totally off the market. It's just there's some stuff they have to satisfy first before it's fully pending. So
I tell people a house is available till it closes.
Yeah, exactly. Backup offers are great too.
Sorry.
So hopefully that was at least a little insight into the different types of contingencies, and then especially those complex sale contingencies that we run into.
Our other sponsor for this month was Flora. I just want to give a quick shout out because I think I speak for everybody when I say we all genuinely love Bella Flora.
Yeah.
Heather Ferrari, she's the owner there. She's amazing. I don't think I've had one bad thing there. So we asked her some questions. So one of the questions was, what do you want the community to know about Bella Flora? And so it's locally owned and community rooted, fresh made with care and food, artisan. I always say artesian, you guys, and it's actually artisan.
You didn't have to know.
I know, but I just artisan coffee and specialty drinks, a warm, welcoming atmosphere,
Or artesian coffee, whatever. Sorry. Okay.
However you want to pronounce it.
Consistency and value, and I feel like that couldn't be more spot on.
Yeah.
I feel like we meet for all of our meetings there, even for clients. I'm like, you want to go grab coffee at Bella Flora? I love it. Yeah. My favorite thing is the toasted coconut white mocha latte.
Ooh.
So they do have a Mother's Day event coming up, and it is happening May 8th, 9th, and 10th. They're having buy one, get one drinks. So to celebrate us mamas. And so they are also having, and I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm sorry if I butcher your name. It's a permanent jewelry. Is it Kian? I don't know, but it's Kian. Sorry. So they're going to be there for permanent jewelry. There's going to be the painted zebra, beast candles, Athena body products. So yeah, bring your mom, your sister, your aunt, whoever, your friend. Go celebrate yourselves and just tell them hi and tell them thank you for just being amazing.
Hopefully it's great weather too, because they have a super nice patio.
Their
I saw
patio
they
is
just
super
added
nice.
like some chairs with cushions. So
Yes. It's just when you walk in, it just feels like home. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
And their social media reels on point.
Yes.
yeah.
Their social media
reels
game
are
is on
amazing.
point. What other Mother's Day events is San Juan County holding? I know there's always a huge amount of them, and one of my favorites is the Wines of the San Juan.
Oh, yes.
Such a fun atmosphere
It
there.
is the best.
Yeah, I love that they have live music. And
do
then
too.
I think this year I was looking at the website and they have like some painting classes, different vendors, a hat bar, which I'm excited about. Like where you get to decorate your hat and like burn it. So that'll be cute. Yeah.
They had a jewelry vendor there a couple years ago. Oh my gosh. And I got me and the girls matching rings. And the lady that was there said that as they grow, she would resize them. So I forget her name.
That's so cool. That's
But
a cool idea.
they always have the best vendors there, and it's always like super special because you can take your kids and they can play around, and there's always
it's like
a lot of
big
fun
family
things.
event.
Yeah.
Love it.
Where else are you guys going? Do you have Mother's Day plans already?
Girl, I don't even know what day Mother's Day is.
Sunday sometime, right? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, but if I do like a
Hopefully
dinner
something.
date or something, one of my favorite tasting rooms in Durango is Barren Creek. So it's a little wine tasting
I've
room,
not
but
been
like
been there.
good vibes, great wine, and then also they have some couches and stuff. So we take Landry in there, and she just hangs out.
We really like going to Sirius, Texas barbecue in Durango and doing the putt-putt.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It is so much fun. I'm like, I want Mother's Day to be centered around me and the girls.
Yes.
Like I want the time with the girls as well, and that it's just such a fun time going over there and letting
like a
them
little
play.
bonding.
Yeah. Fun
And
bonding.
Texas taco.
Yeah. The river's right there. And then they have the girls like their little root, like the actual root beers there. So, and then there's the blue margarita that they have there. That's
The
really good
Zuber
too.
Fizz is a
Yeah.
big
Zuber Fizz, yeah.
And Ska Brewing is
Yep.
like our go-to, and they also have the Zuber Fizz for the kids.
Cool. So some good spots. And then Riverfest is coming up later in May.
Memorial
I think
Day,
that's Memorial Day all weekend long, and they always have, all kinds of events. The vendors, the food, the wiener dog races.
What other things do you guys have planned for like Memorial Day or just events going on?
It's a
around
great
that
time to go rafting, right?
Yeah.
So we love to go to Durango. We always try to hit either Mother's Day or Father's Day or both.
There's a rafting company in Farmington
There
too.
is, and they have the new park here
Yeah.
in Farmington that we should go try.
the little wave park.
behind Red
Yeah.
Lobster.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love
Hopefully,
that.
we have enough
Those-
water for that this year. So
Yeah,
hit it
I
early,
know.
guys. Memorial Day is
Yeah,
probably the day.
I think all the pools
Yeah.
open Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So
You guys,
your
and there's
Biscay
graduation
Bay.
coming up. My oldest is graduating.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Exciting.
In Farmington, why are you like not letting us have more than 6 tickets.
Oh, listen.
That's an issue. Call me.
A lot of things opening in May
I
too.
know.
The farmers market.
Yes, I'm so
Up
excited
in
for that.
Durango, those start, and they have the second Saturdays on Main. So
We
they
should
block
plan
off Main
when we
Street.
should go.
Super fun.
Dolores farmers market.
Ooh.
That one starts on, I think it's Wednesdays and Saturdays maybe. And their farmers markets are
Amazing.
Top
amazing.
notch. What else? Lake Night Horse is up there. I know it
Yep.
already opened. It opened like April 10th.
What is that
And
thing that's
I don't
called?
know if they have the big blow up thing
Obstacle
yet.
course.
Yes,
like
Yeah,
it's a-
I don't know when that opens, but I know the lake is open so you can kayak and
Paddleboard.
paddleboard and do all those rentals and stuff. Hopefully you guys got some good summer ideas, Mother's Day ideas, and if you have questions on contingencies, you know where to find us.
Thanks, guys,
Thanks for
for
tuning
watching.
in.
Bye.
See you later.
Happy summer.